Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. In the last episode, we began the climb of doom to the tippity top of the Tower of Doom, all in the hopes of rescuing an old pal from Kingdom Battle, the one who started it all, Spawny, the Rabbid merging, super-powered, but easily frightened ally of ours. We were able to save not only from the clutches of Bowser Jr., but the Megabug that would eventually merge with Cursa as well. With the final half of the tower now before us, we continue our trek while we climb to utter doom, or will we climb to victory? Only time will truly tell. But honestly, so far it's been pretty cool. It is a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, honestly. When we first originally started, because we were easily going through some of the fights until we got to the survive boss fight, and that kicked our butt the first time we tried it. But honestly, here we go. Let's see what Madame Boestrella has for us now.
My foresee Gaspard, moving into his neo-figurative, hyper-expressionist, retro-futuristic tabloid phase to rave reviews.
Okay then. Well, what do we have available? We have Peach available. Okay. Peach isn't that bad. I like the idea of getting multiple sparks, though. Reach areas are really nice, especially because we have Edge. I think because of that Edge, we should go for the reach area one. Because all of those sparks, we have no sparks right now. So, honestly, I feel like that would probably be good. And we can also spawn in allies as well. And honestly, I think Glitter has a crit chance, if I remember correctly. So we can use that for Rosalina as well, to decrease some of the points that she's using. So, honestly, I feel like that's probably our safest option. It is one level higher than us, so we do need to be careful. But for the most part, I've never had problems with reach areas before. So, we should be fine, honestly. Also, I like how it's an elevator for the loading screen. But, I didn't notice that before, well, I kind of noticed it, but I didn't notice it was an elevator before. But, it is pretty cool. But, honestly, for the most part, we should be perfectly fine for getting over there. That doesn't look like it's going to be too hard. Yeah, that looks fine. Why is this level 7? Okay. Interesting. Well, we don't have any sparks to put on our other characters, though, sadly. We do have enough star bits to at least upgrade our cryo bolide here, to at least have that. Sadly, it's not the dash one, because Edge really, really likes the dash versions of these. But sadly, we don't have that ability yet. But we can definitely work with this. We just need to instantly heal at the beginning, though. Just because we are low on HP. So that would be a good idea, because the Wild Claw boss fight at level 5 of the tower hurt. It definitely hurt, I'll be honest there. But as long as we play our cards right, we shouldn't have any major problems here. It is all about doing the right jumps and stuff, though. I'm going to say safest option here would be to have Edge jump, I think. Maybe. Not 100% on it, though. But I'm going to say maybe off of Rabbid Peach, specifically. And then go from there. Because we might, just might, be able to work with this a little bit. But now that we're in position now, I'm going to say we have Rabbid Peach stay back just a little bit. And then go from there. Because I got an idea. Don't know how our idea is going to work, though. But, okay, we're not in range, sadly. But I do have an idea here. I'm going to make sure to put everybody to sleep here for a turn. To give us free reign of getting to that reach area as fast as possible. Because the less damage we take, the better for us in the end. So if we can get a good movement now, is going to be the safest possible outcome in the end. Thing is we gotta find a way to safely get to where we don't get smacked too much at the same time. So I'm probably gonna have to use my other pair of boots, just so we can at least, like, move a little bit and go from there. Probably the best thing here, honestly, is just trying to go for our little buddy there. That didn't really work in the way that I thought it would, though. But honestly, not a bad start. I am probably going to heal a little bit, though. Although we don't have... Oh, wait. All those are higher ones. I don't want to waste those. We can use those for boss fights. But, not bad. Pretty good start. We do have enemies spawning in now, though, because of our little bud over there. But for the most part, these kind of enemies aren't really too problematic on how they work. As long as we don't get put into evil sight, we're perfectly fine for the most part, to be honest. Our positioning, though, is a little unfortunate with the double shot guys. Just because they get multiple chances to break through that stuff. Okay, not too bad. Now what we want to do is definitely give Rabbid Peach a free movement to boost our movement a little bit more. So move over just a tad. Just so... Actually, we might be able to go a little higher, actually. Like right there, I think. Yep, perfect. The whole point right now is to give us just enough movement to get to where we need to be. Because I might be able to rush right to safety if I do this right. So we want to make sure that we just try and go for the safe line if we possibly can. Because there's no reason to take extra damage if we can help it. Because it's not like we get much for actually fighting these guys. It is good to fight them in general, but it's definitely better to see what we can do in moderation if we can help it. But now that we have a safe way to get out, let's start focusing on enemies that have low HP, so we can maybe get some free points here. Plus, I can also do these dashes for the increment movements too. So there's also another thing we could possibly do here that'll make this work out in the way we want it. But not too bad. And then give him a little bit of a beat down a little bit. Might be able to get some more points out of this, which would be pretty nice if we can. Not too bad. Not exactly what we're gonna want, particularly. But I don't want to hit that barrel. I feel like we should be fine, I think. I think the barrel shouldn't hurt us too much with good old Rabbid Kong there. And also pretty much got rid of that other guy for us. That works out. That definitely works out pretty good. Wasn't sure if that was going to be how it was going to go down, but we did get rid of 2 of these enemies here, so we get a little bit extra little sparks for later. Well, not sparks, but the levels for the sparks. And run right into the reach area and completely end off a difficult area immediately, as fast as we possibly could, so we don't get completely bashed by enemies here, because those guys were meant to attack us for a lot of damage. I'm 100% on that, so we were able to take full advantage of that, thankfully, in a way that it didn't hurt us as bad as it possibly could have. Because the whole point of the reach areas is just run for your life. There's no reason to stick around as long as you possibly can. Just because you're more than likely not going to survive any longer than what they give you on... well, you'll survive, but because it's not a survival map, but for the most part, they want you to get out as fast as possible. A level 7, we'll definitely take that. We get a couple prisms, and we get... it just says Scope Master. Do we only get one of them? Okay, I was about to say. I was a little worried there. I was about to say, like, am I not going to get all my sparks? Thankfully we did. And those are some good ones, too. So, we'll definitely make use of those, because we're going to need those. But let's make sure we get the right ones on the right people. Increases weapon attacks. Glitter is definitely going on you. And then we also have 2 summons, which I think is Oh no, this is a critical hit one. Rabbid Rosalina wants this one. So throw that one there. Weapon damage. Well, we do more damage with you, honestly. And then spawn on you. There we go, perfect. That's perfect. Okay, safest option here is to probably just increase our crits first and foremost, just to increase the damage of this guy. Because the more damage we can do, the better. And the less points we have to throw into Rabbid Rosalina for spark-wise, the better as well. So we might as well do what we can and go from there. Not bad at all. Okay, now that Rosalina's in a better spot, I think we immediately go for trying to decrease the amount of points we have in the crit part. Because as long as we decrease it by 1, we're perfectly good there. Cool. Okay, so we get 1 point back. And now we can kind of figure out what we want to do with that 1 point. Enemy dash is always good. I will say that. Each consecutive projectile is always good as well. It kind of depends on how you want to run it. Honestly, I'll take the glide off just so we can get the extra damage. Honestly, because that's a really good ability to pass up on. From there, dashes are always nice. I love the extra damage we can get. I'm gonna say, other than that, a random item could be good, honestly. The more items we can get for free possibly could help us in the long run. Because that ability is actually really good under the right circumstances. It's just that you need to hope that you get the ability is the problem. Because it's a 25% chance that it's going to happen, and it's not always going to happen. But not too bad at all. But now we definitely want to mess with our sparks here. I'm going to say extra damage is always wanted, for sure. Any kind of extra damage we can get is going to be a safe call. Just need a little bit of extra points. I don't want to throw in too many on him, because we only have so many of those level points, so we don't want to waste too much. Okay, not too bad. Other than that, definitely Wild Claw is more important at this point. We also drop damage too by having this one, so the more damage reduction, the better, I think. Because, I'm going to be honest, we take a lot of damage in this area, so the less we have to take, the better, I'm going to say. But yeah, Gargantuan is definitely going to get upgraded one more time, for sure. Then we just have you, but honestly, I don't really see a major need to level him up. Not bad. Pretty good first level. We got a lot out of it. Thing is what are we going to use what we got out of that is the real question here. See, in the near future. Definitely going to say buying 2 of those is smart. We use both of them up to kind of cheese that reach level, because those usually can be iffy, depending on what you're dealing with. I've been usually just jumping out of those as quick as possible, if I can help it. Let's see here.
I foresee Augie wearing sweatpants to his parents' anniversary, after forgetting to try on his suit until the day of.
The day of, you say? Rabbid Mario. Ooh. That's good. That's really good. Which one do we rather want, though? We can get some star potions, but we really don't need them. Just defeat the depleters, apparently, on the unlucky star one. Or we could do Bad Moon, get a heal, get some coins, get some cards that give random buffs for power. Okay, I think best case scenario is definitely the middle one, in my opinion. Could be wrong about it, but Rabbid Mario is never a bad thing to have. Rabbid Mario is one of the best characters in this game, honestly. He is very, very busted, and he's very, very fun to use if you can get him set up right. You just have to have the levels for it, obviously, and the points for it to really see it. But honestly, let's see here. We got a couple depleters. We got 2 next to us. We got all the rest of them far away. Frostbite is never a problem. I've never had any major problems with those guys. Just a little bit of HP, but for the most part, that's perfectly fine. But I think we're good with our current team. Just gotta take full advantage of our movements if we can. And also, make sure we use our Wild Claw as much as possible, too. But, first things first, let's get the heal in first. Just so everyone's healthier and the cooldown's already starting. So, summon the Wild Claw, he's gonna do more damage and tank for us, so there's no point in not having him on field. And he might get rid of our enemies for us if we get lucky. So, it's definitely worthwhile to have him. Then we can also summon our Scoper as well, so let's get him on the field. Since the more the merrier, honestly. The more things we spawn, the better. Although, I wish you didn't run backwards. Not exactly sure how I feel about that, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so where do we want to go? I'm gonna say best case scenario for Edge is the team jump. Because, we can drop... Well, we can drop right here, that's not too bad. I can still make use of this. Because as long as we, spawn right next to you, perfect. Okay, cool. Let's increase our Stormblade then. Since Stormblade is always useful for whenever we do dashes. So, might as well make sure we can do as many as we possibly can to get rid of any early depleters. Then if we go for this, could technically be worth it. But I want to make sure first before we do that. I think Rosalina could do more here if Rosalina were to move. So I'm going to say we're going to have Rosalina go forward, I think. Okay, we can't use our dash, we're just out of range. But that doesn't mean that we're in a bad situation. Just isn't exactly what I was hoping for is all. But, let's see. Could go Enwy to at least cancel out their turns so we don't get randomly attacked at least. Since there's no reason to use the ability yet. Then we can maybe go in here, do a quick dash into this guy, lower him just enough for our good buddy, and then jump back in for now. Or do we want to jump back, actually? No, I think we do because Riptide's like right there. But other than that, I'm going to say like right about... Actually, I might be able to do a Gargantuan here, actually. As long as I do it in the right angle. Yeah, I definitely can. You know what? Let's go for it. Go on and do what you do best there, buddy. Maybe bash some enemies out of balance, too. Perfect. Not bad. Got a good chunk of damage in there. And then best case scenario right now is to... I think just get away from the enemies, honestly. And just go from there. Not bad. We got rid of 2 depleters immediately. And as long as we stay out of the Deep Freeze's way, for the most part, we shouldn't be in any major problems, I think. But we do have depleters still. But they're going for the wrong person. Because that's just free damage for us. I'll take it. I'll definitely take that. Not bad. Got another one coming in, though. But that's never a problem because of where they are. I always forget what that thing does. I think it's just a spell shield. Oh. Well, that worked out, kind of. Although the Scoper is wasting his time over there, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna say definitely a dash into you to get rid of you. I could go for a knockout on you, but it might be best to... No, dashing wouldn't do much in this instance. We do a decent amount of damage, though. But I am going to say probably dash into you, back up just a little bit. Let's see here, we're just out of range, but we can pull them closer. So it's not like it's a major problem. I just don't want to pull the other guy closer to me. He's the last person I want to pull closer. Because, he is not one of those enemies you want to particularly bring to you. But as long as we can pull you 2 out of range, I like the idea of that. And then we can do multiple dashes into both of you. in a way that might get rid of you guys, honestly. As long as we get lucky. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Other than that, what I could do is sit back for you and just make sure this one gets out of the way, I think. Because as long as we use Rabbid Rosalina, really, we're still up and above, okay. Well, it's not majorly a problem. It's just I'm surprised that you're still up, is all. Oh, we didn't do our dash, that's why. Forgot about my dash. Honestly, I'm gonna say Dash Cookie, because, there's no reason to majorly save them, for the most part. It is good to use them, if you can, but, definitely in this instance, we're not gonna really be able to use it in the way that I want to. Not too bad, we can get completely out of, their range of motion right now, as long as we play our cards here. And then, honestly, from here, I think it's literally just best to, prepare a POW block, honestly, because we, misplayed this a little bit. Do a little bit of that, and I don't think those depleters will be able to get close enough to us. So as long as we stay somewhat out of their range, we should be fine. And I think the Deep Freeze is out of range as well. So I think we can work with this completely. Yeah, he's coming, but he's not close enough, thankfully. Where are they going, though? Okay, weird positioning. He's trying to get behind me, though. And he's just out of range for it, thankfully. Other guy's going to do the same thing, but thankfully, because where they're moving, we can easily get there without any extra bonuses, I think. We should be just in range. Ooh, but we do got portals. That could be a problem. And we also got our Scoper finally doing something. Going for the portal, though. Not exactly where I want him to go, but it was at least something. I'll give him that. I'll definitely give him that. But, not exactly what I was hoping for, particularly. But, it was something. Let's see here. Don't want to go over there. I just want to be able to, get to our buddies easily. I think, this could be one of those times we can go for our dashes. And just, use our dash boots and get rid of them. Before, anything else decides to spawn in. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty easy level so far for the two that we got so far. But that doesn't mean that, the final one is going to be easy, by any means. Because, I learned my lesson with the original, one we did. So, we need to be very, careful with some of the enemies we choose to fight from here on out. Because we don't get free heals. Except for the ones that we get from Rabbid Peach. And, well, Peach too as well, to be fair. Because Peach can also heal, but not in the same way. But, not bad. Not bad at all. I definitely will say, the little bit of HP we got back definitely helps. But, not bad for the level up either. But we got Rabbid Mario now as an option for the next boss fight. So, we'll definitely more than likely use him and Luigi. Because him and Luigi are perfect for boss fights. But, what does Madame Bostrella have for us?
Curses, hexes, evil eyes. Fortune telling used to be fun. Now the fates mostly rely on algorithms and statistics.
That sounds kind of familiar. The last part, especially for YouTube. But, let's see here. What do we have for things on sale? Not a lot, but we are getting some decent stuff here. Ooh, there's a bunch of dash ones. Ooh, I like that. I want to have a dash. But it's only 2 skill prisms in the end. Well, it's a reach area, so it's not a bad one to do. It's 1 level over us, though, so it is going to be a little tricky if it's a bigger map. Because sometimes those reach areas are quite big, if you get unlucky. So, from what we saw in the original game. But we're going to need a lot of movement, I think, if we want to do that properly. I'm going to say most likely for now, movement could be good. But is that what we want? Enemy range could be helpful, honestly. And then, maybe some extra movement range, I'm going to say, for that level. We could upgrade into final hit now. And honestly, I think emergency heal would be nice to have for a boss fight. Honestly, in my biggest opinion. So I think safely we go emergency heal, just in case if anybody gets low. Then from here, honestly, Edge is the wild card, honestly. I say we can take our 25% back, then put it straight into the extra dash, just so we can get as much dashes as possible, and just go from there. But honestly, other than that, I'm gonna save on Rabbid and Mario for now. Just because his levels are very specific, and if we can kind of wade off on that, I think that would be safe to do for now. Just for now, at least. But we want to definitely go through the Bad Moon level, I think. I think that's the one that we want to do. We get 1,800 spark points, though, and we get a bunch of sparks on top of that. So, could be good. Star bits are definitely helpful. We do need to go across map, though. Got a bunch of depleters and a bunch of enemies just hiding over there, though. But this actually might not be too bad. Because I have an idea here that might just work. So, as long as I move everybody into position first, before we do anything crazy, I'm going to say definitely team jump off of you. Just in enough range to hit there. And then it looks like we can go straight to the Goombas. So let's take the free Goombas first. Ooh, but because we're going upstairs, it's not boosting my movement anymore. Okay, well we can still work with that. We'll just have to, could use a boot there, but I don't think it's going to matter as much. But, first let's kind of, remedy our enemies here real quick. Okay, not too bad. We're basically on top of where we want to be now. Not too bad at all. But it did not work in my favor in the way that I really, really wanted it to. So honestly, I'm going to go with the safe option and save us some time. There we go. They gave us the option. You don't get anything for going all the way through a fight, so if you can save the damage you take, you might as well take it. So, it's a higher level anyway, so we're going to get smashed for a lot of damage if we were to give them the chance. So, I'll take any kind of free coins and free points we can possibly get here, if we can get it. And then just safely use the bonuses we can get to hopefully get exactly what we'd like to get out of these levels, honestly. But thankfully, almost 400 coins for the next level. Not too bad. And a couple more skill prisms as well as another level. But not too bad at all for sure. But I'm definitely going to take these dashes. These dashes are going to be very, very, very helpful. Because, well, let's be honest here, Edge loves dashing. And I prioritize dashing on Edge. So, might as well make sure we can get as much as we possibly can. But, right now, let's read what we got first.
I wouldn't want to be a certain spark hunter when Mama Weeks catches up to them with an itch that only revenge can scratch.
Okay, I definitely, I could agree to that one. But, let's see here. Where would we want to go for the next one? We can get another pair of boots. Defeat 12 Stooges. That doesn't sound too bad. The heal would be good before a boss fight. But we also have Regenerator. Oh no. Oh no, wait a minute. So either 3 skill points or 2. What would we rather have? Because we're Genesis on on Mario, Rabbid Mario is insanely good. Huh. Okay, then. Because we also have the other HP one. And Rabbid Mario with double HP is pretty good. It's really, really good, honestly. But first things first is figuring out what kind of dash we want. I think, for the most part, splash damage could be helpful. Because we can bounce enemies with that. And then use the movement from that to hopefully get further to somewhere else that we might want to use. So not too bad. But that'll give Edge exactly what Edge needs. And the more damage we can get, the better, honestly. I think we can use both of those, actually, to our advantage, too. As long as we upgrade them all the way. Let's see here. Nope, just the, just when we use it, sadly. But it's better than nothing. But what do we actually want out of this? We're not going to really be using weapon attacks. So, I think that's probably better. Critical hits is fine. Honestly, we haven't really been using the other one, so I'd rather have that. But, not too bad. What does Earthquake do again? Or Zephyrquake? Just active, okay. That's not too bad of a increase to our skills there, for the Spark specifically. Not bad at all, honestly. From here, though, it's all about figuring out how we want to do this. Because, getting the Spark Energy is always good, but that's if we had the other thing. We don't really have that, so we can't really use it. I'm going to say movement with the Glide is probably going to be the safest bet right now. For at least Edge. Other than that, I'm not really sure on exactly what we should run from here. Because there is some stuff, but I'm not 100% on some stuff. I'm going to say the extra ammo could be good. That's always nice in the damage department, because you do a little bit extra damage with that. Other than that, we got 2 extra points that we can put into anything. It's kind of iffy on what, though, for Rabbid Peach, though, because Rabbid Peach is kind of a case-by-case scenario for the most part. It's whatever you really feel like is going to help you. I'm going to say maybe the extra damage on the 3rd rocket, just because that can come in handy, but it doesn't always do so. But not bad at all. But what do we need for level, actually? If we get 3 more points, what could we possibly get? If we get 3 points, we can help out Rabbid Mario a little bit more, but Regenesis is perfect on Rabbid Mario. So it's kind of an iffy. I'm going to say we get Regenesis, because we're going to use Rabbid Mario for the boss for sure. Just because I know what Rabbid Mario can do when push comes to shove. But not too bad. We're good on those. We're good on extra dashes. I'm going to say we start buying up some heals, honestly. And then maybe, just maybe, buy some damage reduction for the final fight. For what I would think would be the final fight for at least the story. But I think we're ready, I think. So, just double checking which one we want to go down. We want to go down middle. So, Dark Mess Eyes. That means more than likely we want to swap in our good buddy Rabbid Luigi then. Because Rabbid Luigi is going to be more helpful in a fight like this than Rosalina would be. We just want to make sure we can get as much of those as possible is the problem. Probably extra weapon damage, and then maybe some extra movement. That should be probably the best possible one for Rabbid Luigi here. Just depends on how many Dark Mess Eyes there are, and what exactly we need to worry about here. We do have the extra things we can spawn, though. So it's not like we're going to be defenseless if push does come to shove. So we should be... Oh my... Wow. Okay. That is a lot of them. How many enemies? Exactly. Magnifowls. Okay. Okay. That's going to be a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. But we can make this work. definitely. I just gotta figure out exactly how I want to make it work, is all. But, yeah, we could do this. Okay, then. That definitely, rains on my parade a little bit, I'll be honest. But let's see what Rabbid Luigi can do first before we run around, because as long as we bounce off a couple things, it's pretty good for a start. I'm going to say we can spawn in our Scoper right away, though, just because Scoper is going to be doing something for us here. So make sure our allies are on the field, and hopefully they go for some Darkness Eyes. Okay, that works, but not in the right direction I wanted you to go, to be fair. But I do have an idea here, because technically what I could do is have Edge go to the right side a little bit, and then go on through. And then we could do a Gargantua fan in the middle of, like, all of this. And then go from there, I think. Because we can get a bunch of these out of the way for right now. And maybe, just maybe, mess with the Magnifowl just enough to get to a safe point, while also still being able to use our dashes, thankfully. Which works out perfectly for me, because the faster we can get rid of some of these guys, the better. And the faster we can get into a safer area, too, is also good. But let's make sure we get a good chunk of damage into those guys before we move. And then make our way up here, honestly. And then see what we can do from a good angle. So I think we can maybe get 2 of these if we get lucky. Yeah, we can get rid of these 2. That works out. We got a lot of these to get rid of, so we need to definitely make a lot of movements here. Okay, let's spawn in our Wild Claw for sure, since we need to keep their attention for as much as we possibly can. Hopefully you get rid of that for me. Thank you. That's a very good one for you to get rid of. Other than that, Rabbid Luigi hasn't moved yet, so I definitely want Rabbid Luigi to go up there. Rabbid Peach doesn't need to go up yet, to be fair, so we can keep her slightly back while we make our way into the safety zones, or where we're not, like, directly on top of stuff. Well, we might be able to help out Rabbid Peach too, actually, depending on our movement here. Looks like I might actually be able to do it. Perfect. Okay, cool. That works out. Because then we'll be right next to here, and then Rabbid Luigi can go straight on in and start disrupting everything. It just needs a perfect angle is all. And from there, we can do something like that. But we'll do it from this area, because then we'll be closer to everything here. But thankfully, Disruptor being Disruptor gives us a bunch of free Darkness Eyes to break immediately. And from here, we might be able to go up here and still mess with the other Darkness Eye. Yeah, we can. So our Wild Claws aren't blocked off or anything like that, or Scopers for later. Let's see what our enemies end up doing. Looks like they're going the wrong directions for them to help them out. The shock definitely helps them. But, yeah, the healers are going to be a little bit of a problem if we were to focus them. Are you? Yeah, you are on top of me. Of course you are. Thought that wouldn't give you that, but because you got lucky with positioning with the pipe, you were able to do that. Not sure if you want to be pulling him, though. I'm going to be honest, bud. But, good for you, I guess. Don't know if you really wanted to do that, though, but I'll give it to you. Oh, you can shoot those guys with your allies, apparently. That works. Did not know that would work, but I'll take it. Let's see here. I don't have healing jump, so we can't really use that to our benefit right now. But I will definitely go about healing our Rabbid Luigi here, just so he's in a better situation. Because right now, Wild Claw on top of me is never a good thing. But what I can do, per se, is send him back, which is probably what I'm going to do. Let's get him far away from this area. Just hopefully he goes the right direction. That's perfect. Okay. Now he won't be chasing us as heavy, which is not exactly what we want to be seeing, especially with these guys. Looks like as long as we're, like, further back here, we should be fine. And that is a bunch of disrupting. I'll take that. And that's why we bring Rabbid Luigi for missions like this. Love that ability so much. From here, though, we got a bunch of them still left. What we could do, per se, is be... Oh, wait, the Magnafowl's about to come through that pipe there. We need to be a little bit more safer. But what I could possibly do is go through this pipe, since all the guys are... Of course, you're just out of range. Of course. Why not? But, we can maybe, just maybe, get rid of, one of these guys, or at least... Yeah, definitely at least one of them. That works. And then from there... Trying to figure out where they're going to be moving exactly, because they could go through this pipe still and hit me if I'm not careful. So I'm going to say probably this far back. I don't like the idea of being like right on top of the other guys, to be fair. I think it's a lot safer to be where we are right now. But now that we got that done, I'm going to say we definitely go through. And then get some jumping in to safety zones where we can start getting rid of some darkness eyes and some more harder to reach places. Because honestly, for the most part right now, it's just about getting rid of the last couple ones. And then figuring out from there where to go to be in a safe spot. Got hit by the shock, but it's not a bad thing. But isn't that Magnafowl close enough to that pipe? Yeah, he is. Yay! Owie. But maybe that's not the worst case scenario. Not exactly what I want to be hit by, but maybe not the worst case scenario, thankfully. But where's our final eyes, though? One in the middle. We got a couple over there. As long as we do this in the proper order, I think we definitely have this in this turn. It's just, we need to definitely help out Rabbid Luigi a little bit to, get into the zone. Because all we really need to do is, hit these four right here, for sure. And as long as we can get all of them in one go, like so, that is perfect. I'll definitely take that. Gotta love that ability, though, especially for maps like this. Being able to, like, hit multiple targets is, like, one of the best things in this game. But not bad, not bad. And then from here, it's all about just getting that last one. And I think all we need to do, really, is just get close enough to it. And we can also hit this guy at the same time. Might knock him out, might not. But, just like that, level 9 is complete. Not bad. Little scary. But, could be much worse. It's all I'll have to say about that, because it definitely could have been really bad, depending on how those Magnafowls were moving. It's all about the Magnafowl movement, honestly, when it comes to those enemies. But for the most part, not a terribly scary enemy fights. But the boss is more of what I'm going to be scared of, because we don't know exactly what they're going to spawn on us, and the last one was a Wild Claw. And those take a little bit to take out, normally. Although, the thing is they don't hit you as much. But when they do hit you, it's scary. But not too bad. Not too bad at all. But they do block off areas when they're giant like that, so you don't want to get stuck in a corner with a Magnafowl or a Wild Claw or any type of one of those enemies. Not too bad. It looks like we're on the final one. Defeat the giant enemy and save Spawny. Okay, well, what exactly is in there, to be fair, because we'll be able to find out.
Find out which intern told Augie he was doomed and fired them. He is coding like a lunatic now.
But the giant depleter, okay. That's not too hard, but can be a problem. We get a weapon skin, apparently. What do we get? The sassy dual slingers were created by Spawny and Boistrella after discovering their mutual love of cosmic bowling. Huh. Okay, cool. So, that'd be interesting to use. But honestly, not too bad. Because we are dealing with bosses, I think, movement is important. Healing is important. And we'll grab one of these as well, just in case. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then we're definitely going to go about using Rabbid Mario now, for sure. Because Rabbid Mario and healing, or HP, is, like, way too good to pass up. Because he gets a lot of HP. So, we can have somebody that's not going to go down as easy, and be able to heal themselves every turn with regen. Yeah, definitely going to be probably one of the best things we can possibly have right now. And on top of that, well, we got another level in the actual, like, spark levels too, so we might as well make sure to get as much as we possibly can. And then from here, definitely go Scoper for sure. How many times can we get these to level, though, is my question. Because it looks like Regenesis still had one more. Oh no, okay. It was just making me think that it did. But we'll definitely upgrade Screech to get the crit bonus. Not too bad. And now it's all about just making sure we have everything we need for the next big fights. We're definitely going to bring Rosalina, though, because sleep is very helpful during fights like this. Other than that, enemy range could be helpful. Duration is also helpful as well. Duration's one of my favorite ones because it can keep enemies from attacking us as often. So I'm going to say that would probably be better in the end. And then the movement's always good. I think we can maybe give up 10% of our max HP for enemy range, I think. Might be able to go another if we can. Let's see, how many points do we need? We need 2. Okay, so definitely not. Not too bad, I can work with that. But definitely going to say we are going to more than likely want Rosalina for this fight. We're definitely going to want Luigi. And we're definitely going to want Rabbid Mario. Because of how they work with each other. Because Rabbid Mario and Luigi are boss killers. From how I've understood them throughout the entirety of our playthrough of this game. As of just in general. So we definitely want to take full advantage if we can. And go with what we can here. As much as we can do. But first things first is counter blows are always good. And they attack from so far of a range that there's no reason not to. Upgrading for 50% damage is also good as well. So let's definitely grab that. Let's increase our weapon damage all the way to make sure we get the bonuses for that. HP all the way up because we want that for sure. Other than that, that's a good question. We have a couple options. Fury is always good. I'm going to say we can try going for Fury. Attacking while moving is also good as well. Huh. There's definitely things making it a little bit harder to choose. I'm going to say let's go with no limits. Having no limits is really good in general. And then some extra movement range so we can get right on top of them is like one of the probably the best things we can do in this instance. For Sparks, obviously, we're definitely going to want Screech. And we're also going to want our spawner, so we can spawn in more enemies to help us out. Because being able to get rid of enemies quicker is always going to be helpful. But we'll give you weapon damage as well as the chance of blocking incoming damage for physical damage. Not a lot to do with that, but it's definitely going to increase what we can do. But mostly the damage is what we want for what we can get, because the more damage we do, the faster the boss goes down, well, the safer we will be at the end of the fight. So, That's definitely the idea here, but making sure everything's nice and leveled up here is going to help us out quite a lot. Not too bad. We just need to level up Luigi, and I think we're good, honestly, for what we need to do. I'm going to say probably going to be no high ground. An extra jump could be helpful, but I'm going to say more than likely some extra steely sights could probably be the best possible thing for us here. Weapon damage as well is also good, but I'm going to say let's just do double of those and then see what we can get. Because the damage we could possibly do here is going to be pretty good depending on the situation. Just because of how everything works in this game, damage is like the biggest thing you can have. So, I think we're ready. It's just that we got one brick tied. Other than that, everything else is allowed to move, for the most part. Okay? Just need to get rid of the depleter, though. It's nothing else. So, 3,000 HP on good old Rabbid Mario, we should be fine. Just because Rabbid Mario is a lunatic in this game when it comes to fighting enemies, especially bosses. So, as long as we get right on top of them, do exactly what we need to do, there should be no problems.
Fear not, Spawny. We'll have you free from this accursed, not to mention very unsafe tower of war thrillers in no time at all. No time is of course a turn of phrase, not to be taken literally. Nonetheless, hang on, Spawny. We're coming.
We're definitely trying, buddy. We're definitely trying. But honestly, it's all about figuring out how we want to move here, for sure. I'm going to say, first things first is, these are the explosive barrels, right? So, we want to definitely be careful with those. Can't see the damage of them, though. But we can, kind of. It's not a lot. But I don't want to be blown up by it, to be fair. If I could help that, it would probably be good. I'm going to say, because we have the double turns on enemy right now, I'm saying we're definitely going to make sure to use that. And we're going to make sure that Luigi gives these guys as much of a movement as they need for anything we possibly want to do. But honestly, first things first is we're going to spawn in our allies here first before we go crazy. Because right now, we can do some free damage to the depleter with our scoper. And I don't want to wake up anything on accident. It is going for it. Okay, cool. That's perfect. It's really good. How far can Luigi go? Probably where Rabbid Mario is right now is where we want him to be. Okay, cool. And then just go from there, jump all on over, and then try and do as much as we possibly can in a short amount of time. As well as worrying about the explosive barrel that's standing right next to us before we do anything as well would probably be a good idea. How far does that range hit? That's a pretty decent range. Okay, I'm gonna say best case scenario. Let's just, actually I can move back a little bit. I might be able to, get away with hitting the, other guy as well. As long as I do it right. Yeah, that's worth it. Okay, let's do a couple punches then. And get that started. Not too bad. We can dash into you for free. No reason not to. Okay, so far so good. Can I help Luigi get closer? Doesn't look like it. But I can summon a Wild Claw on top of this guy. Probably, actually, I probably should have backed up first. It's probably gonna hurt. Oh no, it didn't hit me. Okay, good. I was a little worried about that, to be honest. But not bad. Not bad at all. Right now, honestly, just set up Steely Stare for, when the enemies decide to move. And then, we'll just see what we do from there, honestly. Because right now, I'm going to say the best possible outcome for us, personally, honestly, might be to do some damage first with Kong Cameo. Yeah, that might work. Yeah, let's do that. I got an idea with it. I know it's gonna hurt me, but in the end, it might be worth it. Plus, we do a little bit of damage to that Riptide as well. And... not exactly who I wanted to focus either, to be fair, because he started moving, but honestly, it might end up working for us in the end. Because then we can put to sleep everybody still on the field and go from there, while keeping that that Riptide far, far, far away from us at the same time. And then we could slowly but surely get to the furthest range of our guy for next turn for Luigi. And then other than that, do we have any other movements we want to make? Doesn't look like it. Not too bad. Oh, there's a depleter behind me. Hello, buddy. Didn't even know you were there. Or not depleter, spawner. Little spawn guy. I always forget that. Actually, no, that is a depleter, isn't it? That's an oozer. The one that I'm seeing over there is an oozer. But he's fine. He's gonna go down here in a second. Plus, he's trapped. So it's not like he's doing much with his turn. Although I kind of wish my scope were attacked right there. Okay. Well, that's not majorly a problem. But we do want to get as much possible damage with Luigi right now to start taking out our buddy over here. But as long as we get a good chunk of damage in, we could do quite a lot here, honestly. Let's see here. Probably one of these, honestly, just to do a little bit of damage to you. And then that guy's still stuck for right now. We do have the thing where we can't break out of that stuff, but technically we could still kind of help with that. So, but this is just for you though, isn't it? So, it doesn't really help in the long run, to be fair. But, unfortunate that we lost our chance to be able to attack normally there. I will definitely have to say that, just because we definitely need that. But what I'm going to say is definitely set up the counter blow in case if anybody decides to attack us. And then make sure to get a good couple punches in right now, because we'll be sending back that damage back to them as long as they try attacking us. So, should be pretty good. Other than that, don't think we're going to be able to do much for our current turn, so I'm just going to stand still and see what the enemies do. Unfortunately, that is the wrong person for my counter blow, but it's still damage regardless, so it's could be worse. Oozer's going for the better one, honestly, for me, personally. What are you doing? Lifestealing? Yeah, you would definitely lifesteal, but that makes sense for you to do that, though. The Scoper... Okay, I was about to say, I thought he wasn't doing what he needed to do. I didn't want you to heal him, though. I'll definitely be honest there. That was not what I want you to do at all, buddy. Okay, well, that's definitely not what I want to have happen, because the more HP they get back, the worse for us in general. Can I maybe hit both of you? I can. That's probably the best option here. And then, let's see here. I can probably... Nah, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. There is going to be enemies we don't want coming through that, though. So we do need to move into a safer spot. For the most part, yeah, we want to move away from those enemies if possible. While also trying to get some more damage into that depleter there. Or that... Actually, healing would also be good here, too. But the thing is that Oozer is in like a really weird spot. So I can't really do as much as I really want to, sadly. But we can try and get some Luigi damage in, regardless. And hopefully work with that. But we can probably move like here-ish. And then get rid of our Oozer. We're still in a weird spot, but it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. Definitely going to set up the regen, though. Because the more regen we get, the better. And then try and move away from our one bud there. And then just hope for the Dukes to do as much as they need to. for damage-wise. 309, not too bad. And then, because we can still move after that, where would be our best option, honestly? I don't really see one in this instance. Just because, well, we can vault back over. That works. Yeah, that should be fine. I like that. Not in a weird spot anymore. Thing is, okay, they're focusing the better person to focus for us. That works out. I'd rather them focus, the Rabbid Mario over anybody else right now. Because Rabbid Mario's got the regen on, so we will get hit. And almost go down. Oof. Not exactly what I was hoping here. And that's really bad. And also, how'd you hit me? Wait a minute. What? That box should have covered us, because that angle really shouldn't hit there, should it? Huh. That's not good. Well, we definitely lost this, so I'll be right back with you guys when we're in a better situation. Because we are, for sure, done. Luigi's not doing this by himself. Luigi's better with more people on field. It's just really unfortunate the thing got, like, big heals out of that. Like, 900 HP back. Which was basically, like, one of our turns. Definitely unfortunate. But BRB, boys and girls, it will be back in a better situation than this one. And hopefully we'll have a better chance of winning from there. But BRB, boys and girls, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Okay, so we're in a much better situation this time. Had to, slightly, do things a little differently. Rosalina's definitely going down, I think, due to how the lifesteal enemies like to work. And that weird positioning sometimes where we get hit for some weird spots. But we do have, our Steely Stare active, so it's not like we're not getting bonuses off of it. Thankfully, well, that worked out. The HP he got back ended up not helping him whatsoever. That works out. And we got a second hit into him. And just like that, our Wild Claw did exactly what it needed. I thought I was going to take an extra turn, but nope. Apparently, that was all that was needed. No level, though. But we did get the, get to save Spawny here, it looks like.
The future is not fully predetermined yet. Even I could not have predicted our heroes would triumph over such odds. Nor could I have foreseen what actually happen next. As overjoyed as Spawny was to reunite with the heroes, he was not the same timid Rabbid as when they last saw him.
Really? So he got a little bit better on being no longer timid. That's good to hear.
Having always been curious about the wonders of the universe, Spawny put the dramatic events surrounding the Megabug behind him and wandered the galaxy alone in search of himself. Naive, perhaps, yet he felt in his heart that if he were ever in real danger, his old friends would be there for him. And so they were.
True. Oh, all the enemies are spawning behind her.
Spawny bade goodbye to the heroes and went in search of more life-affirming experiences from which to grow. Meanwhile, I reached an epiphany of my own. It was not I whom the fates sought to punish. How could it be? It must be the heroes. Therefore, I would encourage them to return again and again, each time pushing the limits of their courage, their strength, their hope, all within the Tower of Doom.
And I think we're officially done. Yeah, expedition complete. Classic mode complete. Not bad. It was hard, I will say that, but that's how roguelike games are. And this game normally isn't a roguelike, so there was no way to prepare for it. But not bad. Not bad at all, honestly. But, definitely harder than I expected it to be. But, 42 turns is, not too bad, I think. Definitely could do better, for sure. But, ooh, that's actually a really nice skin for Mario. Huh. And then we get also the premium mode. But, geez, what a fight of survival, honestly. just to be able to get to what we did. That was definitely quite crazy. But, honestly, that's 100% the story, I'm pretty sure. I could definitely double check, but I'm pretty sure the story's over for the Tower of Doom. So, with that being said, more than likely we will be getting into our next major adventure, being the Last Spark Hunter, which is a whole new planet. And then we also have a whole new planet after that with Raymond. So, with that being said, more than likely, the Last Spark Hunter will be what we do next. And with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep being spooky. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.
Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.